Hey everybody,
You have 2 additional sets of tires for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
we're at Dover for the XFinity Series, starting 6th on the 3 car. Have not run very many races at all here across any of the series, so definitely not an
Man, we'll go
expert
over there
here.
next time by. Alright, man. Line up on the outside road now. Pit road is closed.
Kind of out-qualified my ability, I think, here for Dover. Ran a 20, let's see, I was 23.78, I think, on my first lap, and picked up a little more than the 10th on my second lap there, and leapfrogged about 5 or 6 guys just on that lap alone. So we'll see if I can stay up here. Like I said, don't have a whole lot of confidence in my ability here, but I was just murdering the right front the entire qualifying run, so I assume we're all going to have to tone it down quite a bit from that, but we'll see.
Alright, man.
All the way down to first gear here. Not a good start for me, already back to 7th. And I'm all the way on the bottom here, pedaling it all the way through 1 and 2.
Stay low.
Somebody's getting spun behind me.
Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high.
Working the car pretty hard, but we're back to 6th. So I'm not sure this thing has any chance of having any long green runs, but if it does, tire wear is going to be a major issue, I have to think. I haven't run any more than just a couple laps to figure out how to qualify. So I don't know when the tires are going to go and what it's going to feel like necessarily. I'm sure it's going to be the right front.
Got one inside.
Let this guy go. He's running up a little bit higher than me. I imagine I'll find myself running that diamond on both ends. Really fun racetrack. Pretty difficult, and there's nothing else like it. I'm not very good at getting into 3, that big transition there. I mean, there's transitions on both ends, but for some reason the bump getting into 3 has really been throwing me off. In qualifying, you drive over it with the throttle, but once you get to the race, trying to take care of it a little bit more, I'm not in the gas quite as long, and I think I'm getting out of it just right at the wrong spot there over that bump. Just trying to keep it out of the wall off 2 and off of 4 here. Trying not to go backwards too far. 2nd through 7th, 8th, I guess, here is lined up pretty good. I think that's Anthony Alfredo that's got the lead, and he's driving away. Yeah, I seem to hit that bump no matter what I do going into 3, so it might just be unavoidable, I'm not sure. 20 car up into the wall. Pretty impressed we've had this many green laps to start with. That's good. Maybe it's because I seem to be on the brakes right when I get to that bump there. Just need to adjust my timing a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm gonna get past here. I got myself all the way to the bottom. That's gonna make me real slow off turn 2 there. Really burning up the right front, but I haven't been, I don't know, burning up the right front, and I haven't been working the right rear as much as some of these guys seem to be. So that could be an issue later. 9th and 10th are catching pretty quick here. Rotating pretty well still, but just afraid it's not gonna last. Might put a little bit more rear brake in it. Started with it at 62% forward. That's down 1.5% there, 60.5. Need to get by the 20 if I get a shot here. Got the pink car. Not sure the number just yet. 10 car, it looks like maybe. Really running us down. Got too shallow there, clipped the apron. I was hoping the 20 would get scared up and let me have it, but he didn't. The 10 car's gonna get me pretty quick here. '20 gave me the lane that time. Let's see if I can keep it off of him. Really tight in the center. And the 10's going to take us 3 wide and probably wreck us. 20 did a really good job getting out of the way there. I'm not giving him that spot after that move. Fight back on the outside here. Make him earn it. Alright. And let him have it now. Not worth killing the tires that bad. 3 wide at Dover is... yeah, I wasn't super impressed with that, but he made it work, and he's obviously saved his stuff better than I have. So the 20 was the one that saved us there. He went, luckily was paying attention and went way high, so no harm, no foul. 25's followed him through to 8th behind me. Man, if this thing could go green the whole way, that'd be awesome. Not that I feel like I've done a great job saving, but I'm just always a fan of not a bunch of restarts, so. What a great racetrack. Could get messy, like I said, if we start having cautions and we get a bunch of restarts, but man, it's fun to have a long green run here. Definitely working driving it around this place. Overdrove 3 a little bit that time, but we're gonna get the diamond. Just concerned that I haven't been loose at all. Feel like I'm pushing the right front pretty hard, and a lot of these guys are getting loose off the corners, so not sure what I'm doing different than them. I'm gonna go all the way backwards with the brakes, 59%. Yeah, right front's starting to go on me. We're only 20 laps in here. Trying to rotate it with the throttle as best I can. Good news is it doesn't look like I'm getting caught anymore. 10 car's just flying. See if the 2-car Alfredo, if he just continues to walk away or if he gets caught here. Looks like they're keeping him in their sights up there at least. Oh, I'm clipping the apron. That's going to cost me. Got the 4-car flying behind me. The 5 is not far behind him, it looks like, so probably going to go backwards a couple more spots here. Like I said, I outqualified my ability here by a handful of positions, so probably about a 10th place guy. Did it again in turn 1, got too low. Trying to diamond both ends here. Ten and the 6 gonna be battling here shortly. 6 is smart enough to let him go. 4 cars flying behind me. Not the only one ended up way high in 3 and 4, so that's good. That bump must be hard to get over for everybody. Four cars gonna be here. Looks like next corner. Let him go here.
Stay high. Clear low, clear low.
Try to do it without costing myself too much time.
Alright, we're halfway to the finish.
Man, the XFinity Series just seems to be the best series for green flag racing. Just awesome. This is what I came here for, man. This is why I have iRacing right here. Be nice to be a little bit better today, but like I said, I have hardly any laps at Dover, so not feeling too bad at the moment. This is a 3,900 strength of field, I think. .25's hanging tough behind, keeping it even, maybe catching me a little bit. Looks like the 5 has kind of stabilized as well. If this thing could go green, I'd be perfectly fine with an 8th. Might be a little bit better in the 6 car if I have time. But no, I think we're probably pretty even, to be honest. Probably is gonna depend a lot on what happens when the 4 car gets there. He was pretty quick to let the 10 go by though, so he'll probably be smart. Four car clipped the apron and won like I was doing several times there. I did not look to see if these have been going green like this. Not sure if that's been the theme both days this week or if this is an outlier, but this is really, really good racing. Planning on running the Cup Series right after this thing's over, so I'm not sure how that one will be in comparison, but it'd be pretty hard to beat this at the moment. Car's still rotating pretty well in the center. Right on throttle there. Seems to be a little bit better off of 4 than it is off of 2. But that might be because I end up higher in 3 and 4 every time too. So it makes it feel like that exit's better. Not catching the 6 car anymore. All 4 of us here are kind of even the last handful of laps. Looking like 8th at best if this thing goes green. Start getting cautions, I'm sure I'll go backwards. I've gotten a little bit lower out of 4 a couple times now and just started to get a little bit of a looseness. But I'm fine with that as long as I can be ready for it. Can use some heat in the right rear tire. Definitely glad I moved the brake bias back before the race. Could have almost gotten away with doing it even more. Pace has slowed down almost 2 seconds from qualifying. That's awesome. Not sure if there's a lap car up there or if the leader actually got run down, but it looked like there's 7 cars that I can see bunched up pretty tight. I'm too busy in here to check on my scoreboard. I think the leader got caught though. That makes sense though, he did fire off and just left. He just left everybody, so might have used up his stuff too early. Really tight off of 4 that time. I didn't get as big of a diamond as I have been. Six cars coming back on the 10, it looks like. I'm losing touch with all these guys a little bit, but also put a little bit more distance on the 25 behind, so that's good. This might end up being a boring watch to race, but man, is it not boring in here. This place is super fun. I can't believe I haven't run this place more. Definitely going to run it whenever it's on the schedule from here on out. This has way exceeded my expectations. I might be saying something totally different after the Cup race, but hopefully not. Coming to 10 to go here already. Wow, really took off in 3 or 4 that time. getting dicey up there. There's at least one lap car in the mix. And he looks to be a little bit out of shape. Hopefully I can catch him in a good spot. Not always easy to be too wide with somebody here, especially with the closing rate if he's going to be slower. Starting to get a little bit loose now every once in a while. Hopefully he lets me go. I'm going to catch him on the exit of 4.
Still there. All clear, all clear.
Survived, and we got a heck of a battle going on for top 5 here. Wrapped the bottom all the way around 1 and 2 that time, got really tight off the corner because of it. Let's see if these guys can all keep it together in front of me. Ooh. All over the place out of 4 that time. That's the highest I've been in 3 and 4. Not really choosing to be there that time, just smacked those bumps really hard. A few of these guys are getting held up a little bit. I'm not sure which car that is there. Whoever's in 4th, looks like the 12. Might get there if he keeps slowing them all down as much as he is. I guess he's only in front of the 4 now. Actually feel like I got quite a bit left now. Pushing it a little bit harder. I'm going to give the right front everything it's got these last 3 laps here. Wow, really rotated well in 1 and 2 that time, almost too much. 12's a little bit loose in front of me. We'll see if I can get one of them. Another lap car. Heck of a lot faster than the 12. It's just going to be a matter of whether I can get the run on him. Caught him in a bad spot off of 2 there, had to lift. Oh, he got in the wall. 12 car got in the wall up off the corner. I was pretty dang close to him, but I don't think I ran him in it. Wow, what a race. Ended up 7th. Have to watch the replay there. Ended up with 4x out of it, but that was worth it. We'll see if I pushed him up into the wall or if he did it on his own. Oh no. Yeah, he smacked it and then his left rear came around and grabbed me. That's good, it wasn't my fault then. I just got the call that my tires were... Okay, that's not horrible. 44, 48, obviously it's not good, but I didn't actually catch what the crew chief said. Sounded like he said I was going to have to come get tires. 44, 48. So, okay. End up running 7th. I'll take that. Alfredo did fall back to 4th there. One car ended up walking away with it. All right. Let's check out any incidents. Didn't have any cautions, but did have a couple cars go a lap down, so I assume something happened. '20 car, pretty early on. I think this is when I snuck under him. Yep. Him and I swapped positions, I think, a couple times. 25 in the 4. Wow, the 4 still came up and around me. I definitely... There's me getting in the wall off the 4. Definitely had quite a bit left there at the end. Might have saved a little bit too hard, but still pretty okay with 7th there. 19's plowing off the 4. Alfredo. Gonna arc it too big? Oh yeah, nothing there. 10 car was really fast in the middle of that race. You really need to figure out in the center of the corner how you're gonna come up out of the corner, because you can't be pushing in the center and fix it at Dover. So you really have to set up the exit of the corner pretty early on, it seems like. Otherwise you're gonna push up and into the wall. A lot of just minor wall brushes, nothing major yet. This is still pretty early on here, I think. 19 ended up a lap down, so that's a pretty good lick there off of 2. Really bad net code there, he wasn't even close to the wall. 13, trying to run the 2nd groove. A lot of guys trying to get that big arc are rubbing the wall. I didn't even find myself close to doing that, so probably tells you a little bit of what I was doing wrong. Wasn't trying to arc it as hard as I should have been, I guess. Ooh. 14 lifted big time, saved himself from knocking the wall down. A lot of wall brushes. Ooh. There's a 1 car, he ran the 2 down from a long ways back and then left everybody. See if anything happens here. Just the same thing over and over again here, which is good. Can't ask for anything more than 55 laps green. Nine side by side at the 22. Man, I think my my last lap is going to be the biggest thing that happened here. If I had the ability to go back and cut this all out, I totally would. There is nothing going on here. That's crazy that I felt like you were fighting the car and racing the track a lot here, but everybody's keeping it together, so. One and just made the pass on the two, it looks like. Is anybody gonna do anything interesting here? 12 car was really falling off there at the end. I'm really glad I stayed in it for my second lap of qualifying. Those 5 spots came up huge. Would have been a lot harder to run 7th had I started 11th. Especially with the thing going green the whole time. This might be the longest I've ever done this. This is crazy. Okay, we actually saw something happen that time. For a race that had no cautions, I've been sitting here flipping through the incidents for 10 minutes, it seems like. Ooh. Yeah, I thought that was going to get messy with that lap car up there. Luckily, he had it back under control by the time I got to him. Good racing there. Oh. Now we're just seeing random laps, any laps that there was a pass, I guess. Oh, what a mess. I wish I wouldn't have started doing this. Now I feel like I can't stop till it's over. Here's me. Apparently I grabbed the wall again here. Or not. Yeah, this thing is broken apparently. Oh, there we go. Five car getting turned. Good save. One car's all by himself at this point. Holy cow, this has gone on forever. My goodness. Oh, wow. The 5 must have been falling off pretty hard because all these guys are all over him getting in the corner. Imagine he's got to be getting pretty frustrated now. This was gonna be like almost like a half-hour video. Now it's just gone on forever. Okay, I think we're coming to the white maybe, or we're on the last lap. Okay, here's my race with the 12. Got underneath him and just hoped that it stuck. Luckily I had just enough right front left. Wasn't going to get there had he not run himself into the wall, but I'll take it. I'll trade a 4X for one more spot. I don't really care. So that was super fun. You should try this week. Hope you enjoyed as much as that. Hope your race goes green for a long time like that. That was a nice change. That was super fun. So thanks for watching.